I've been struggling with trying to decide which type of fighter is better in the UFC. A very skilled fighter who's maybe not as tough, or just a super tough fighter with a crazy durable chin and can just take a lot of punishment, but is maybe not as skilled. Initially, I kind of went with the skill more because I feel like there was more champions that were more skilled, and once it gets to like the highest level, I feel like skill does beat toughness. But I'm kind of starting to change now, because the two recent fights that kind of changed my perspective a little bit was Dricus versus Whitaker, and then Sean versus Izzy. And I don't want to say Sean's fight, he wasn't skilled in it, but we know that Izzy is a more skilled striker for sure. But even less that, like the Dricus win was very surprising to me when that happened. I literally would have bet my house on Whitaker. Like, that was the most confident I've ever been in a fight. And the main reason why was, first of all, every fight that Duplessis had, he would win, but I would always come out of it saying like, wow, he's gonna lose his next fight. Like, he's not very good. He's just super tough, so he wins. Like, he would gas out like in one round every single time. And especially against Darren Till, who's a guy who's, you know, not good anymore. He's always injured. If Darren Till was like, had a little bit of smarts, he would have won that fight in the second round, because Dricus just got tired. Like, Dricus was getting caught in that first round by Whitaker, who we know is an amazing striker. Then he just kind of catches him a few times, and then Whitaker goes down. And those guys that are just tough like that, it's like they're just so used to going through the fire. They're just so used to going through the fire every fight. So like, it doesn't faze them as much. Every time those matchups happen, like, those are the toughest ones to pick. Super tough guy versus super skilled guy. I remember when Whitaker fought Vettori, I actually picked Vettori, which looking back was like the stupidest pick ever. Like, Whitaker destroyed him for 3 rounds straight. And the reason I picked him was because I was like, okay, his chin is one of the most durable in the UFC. He's just so tough. I know he's not as skilled, but I thought he would just out tough Whitaker. And then when Duplessis fights him, I pick Whitaker because I think of the Vettori fight. And then pretty much the opposite happens. What I thought would happen in the Vettori fight happens in the Duplessis fight. So they're hard to pick, man. They're really hard to pick. You can be so skilled and just hitting the guy and hitting the guy and hitting the guy, and then maybe you get a little tired, or maybe you get caught by one jab, and then it's just over just like that, because you can't take as much damage as these guys that are just crazy tough like that.